This is another Dynex Blu-ray, another cheap one. This one was given to me, and obviously Netflix no longer works on this because they expired it. This is a smaller one, similar to the Insignia I looked at. I think it's probably the same unit, just in a smaller case. Let's check it out. I was given another small Blu-ray player. This one's a Dynex to give you an idea how small it is. It's about 2 hands. Isn't that how they measure horses in hands? Well, it's less than 2 hands in size. Anyway, this one here, I don't know if it works or not. I know that one thing for sure that's not going to work on it is Netflix is not going to work. For sure, because it's too old. Netflix would have expired on this. In fact, this is probably very similar to the one I looked at the other day. It's got Wi-Fi on it. This one only has composite output in HDMI. No component, whereas the other one, which was the Insignia brand, had component, I believe, as well. So I've got 2 of those Insignia branded ones, and this Dynex, which is also Insignia. Same thing, Dynex and Insignia were a Best Buy brand. One was sold by the Future Shop store, and the other one was sold by the Best Buy, which Best Buy owned Future Shop. So they had machines built for their different stores. Just want to see what drives in this one, and see if I can put it to use doing something. Already put that other little player to use. Let's just see what's in this one. It's going to be a very small board. Probably the same board as the other one, actually. Just a different layout because it's smaller. There it is. It's actually got a smaller board, I think. Do I remember the one I looked at last week? Was it the same board as this? I know that's the Wi-Fi card. 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi card. Here's the optical pickup. I'll go grab a couple discs and we'll try playing some discs on it and see what it does, see if it works. So, at least it doesn't have those stupid touch sensitive buttons the other one did, but this only has basically a eject and a play pause button and a power button on the front. Very, very limited as to what it does. So we'll try a couple things. I'll try, first of all, we'll try audio CD. I'm just going to play CDR, see if it'll play CDR. This is an MP3 disc. We'll see if this supports, whoops, that wasn't the right button, that was the power button. Let's see if it supports MP3 playback. Now, I just so happen that I've got an Insignia remote, which will control this unit. Music, okay, so it's got MP3s. What I want to see is whether it will play them in random, and more so if it will play MP3s off of CD media. Will it also play them off of Blu-ray or DVD or media? So we'll just say play files, and it looks like it's playing. It looks like it read the file into memory. Cool. So it's read the file into memory, but it's not spinning the disc. The disc has stopped. So it's read the track into memory, and now it's playing it out of memory. Well, that's kind of unique. I don't think I've ever seen a player do that before. I'm just curious as to whether the repeat function will work. Repeat all random. Oh boy, I'm getting excited. This might play. Well, this will play. This will play tracks. Now, when I kick the next track over here, let's just zoom back so we can observe this thing, what it does. So when I hit see, my other player, the Insignia version, won't do that. There, it just spun up again. See, it's reading ahead, and it should shut off. Maybe it'll continue to spin now. But it's playing. If I turn up the sound, we'll hear it. If I hit the track skip button, it now goes to track number 9 on the disc. It's playing the next track. Okay, so we know it plays MP3s off of a CD. So next we're going to try MP3s recorded on, nice scratch in that disc, recorded on a DVD-R. Will it read MP3s on a DVD-R? Fingers crossed it does. I'd be very happy if it does. Be even happier if it will read it MP3s on Blu-ray like my Sony will. So it's reading now, and with media, optical disc, music, play files, and repeat random. It works. Hit the random button. Where's it going to go? It's going to go to file 271. There are hundreds of tracks on this disc. File 202, file 398. Literally, I've got, this is a backup of my music collection. It's all backed up onto Blu-ray and DVD discs. But now I can play. I'm liking this little player. I got it for free. File 703. According to this, there are 726 tracks on the disc. It shows right there on the screen. So it's going to play them all. This is the big question mark. My Sony will do it. My old Sony will do it as well, but it won't play in random. My new Sony will play in random. I'm curious, will this support files on a Blu-ray disc, and will it play them in random order? So let's just see if this will even play the disc. It's not even spinning. What, is it not going to read a Blu-ray? Is the Blu-ray laser shot on this thing? That's always a possibility. Oh, there it goes. There it goes, spinning up. And we'll see if it identifies the disc. Media. That's reading still. I can hear the pickup moving around. This is loading disc. It didn't like my disc. We'll try it again. It's trying to read beyond the disc itself. It says unknown disc, so obviously it's not going to support MP3s. On it says no disc. No, I won't even see the disc. Try to close it again. There it goes. Looks like it's not going to support MP3 files written to a Blu-ray disc, but it does support them written to DVD-R. I wonder if this supports Blu-ray disc, BD-R discs at all. We'll find out, because I'm going to try a BD-R and a BD-RE on here just to see what the capabilities are. But so far, it's already. The fact that it'll play music off of a DVD-R, I can put a disc in with 700-800 tracks on it. It'll play it. Yeah. So this time it's certainly it's not happy with this disc. That's for sure. As you can see, it's complaining bitterly about this disc. So we'll remove this disc because obviously it's not going to play it, and we'll move on to some video formats. Actually, I lied. Let's try a CD-RW audio disc. It'll play if it'll play CD-R, it should play CD-RW. But will it? It says no disc. Oh, there it goes, spinning up now. And this is a CD-DA, and it looks like it's going to play it. No problem. I expected that. Alright, so now let's move to video formats. We'll try a DVD-R Airshow. Shouldn't have any problem playing a DVD, wouldn't think anyway. some of these machines you can't advance, and this is one of them. It'll just sit there and spin, but I can't start it up. I need the remote control. That's kind of stupid. I can't advance past the menu. I can't advance past the menu unless I select it with the remote. So that works. We'll move on to Blu-ray. First I will try a BDR disc, see whether it will read this, and then I have a Blu-ray standard onto a BDRE. This is written as a Blu-ray, actual Blu-ray disc. It says loading discs, doesn't appear to be reading. It might not support BDR or BDRE discs. Even though the older version of this, the larger one that I showed the other day, does support BDR and BDRE. It's not supporting this either. Maybe the laser is shot. Maybe the blue laser is no good. And this is, I say, this is the standard video format, Blu-ray disc. We'll see if this one is supported, and if not, I'll try the stamped disc, Blu-ray, and see if it'll play that. It's trying to do something. You can see the pickup moving back and forth here. Obviously can't read that disc either, so let me try a stamped disc. This time I have a standard Blu-ray disc. It sees that as a Blu-ray disc. It sees that as a BD-ROM. So it's looking like this player does not support Blu-ray RE or BD-RE or BDR, because it is playing the movie. Gonna go through all the previews, but it's working. So that part's working. It doesn't read BD-RE or BDR. Snapped off the little tongue here so we can get a look. This is a dual lens like the other one, so I'm surprised it doesn't, because the other one certainly read it, no problem. You can see that the red laser is on the outside here and the blue laser is down here. It might be that the laser itself is no bloody good. Oh, it's not lost, however, you see, because in addition to being able to read MP3s off of it's not reading them off of a Blu-ray disc. In fact, it's not reading a BDR disc, period. Either BDRE or BDR. It will play regular discs, so obviously the laser is a bit weak, but see, this unit also has USB on the front. I can plug a USB stick in. Is it going to play them, and is it going to let me play them in random mode? So it sees USB media. I go down to media, I select USB, I select music, and then I have to select play files. And then I can use the repeat button. If I just select the music, if I don't go in through the menu and select it, it won't let me select random. I'm going to see if it'll let me select random on here. So there's 8,566 files, and I can select repeat, all, or random, and now it will pick every track. So who needs to put them onto a Blu-ray disc when you can just put a USB stick in the front, and there you got music. I'm pretty happy. Got a free player that can play this. Now, in addition to this, will it play video off here as well? Well, let's find out. Let's remove this, go back to the main menu. So I go down to media, select USB, and if I go over to the video folder, I should be able to pick play files or video, and this should play some of my stuff. There we go. And again, I can pick repeat or random, and now it'll play them in random order. My aquarium. Oh, why is there no sound? There we go. So, that works. Can't complain. These little players were dirt cheap when they were new. I think I only paid about $50 for the one that I've got. I've got the other version of this. I've got two of them. The bigger one, the Insignia branded. This one being Dynex. I'm sure it was probably made by Samsung or somebody for them. But anyway, it's a neat little player. I used to use it for Netflix, but of course Netflix doesn't work anymore on it. But it's nice because you can say some of the players you can't select random playback. For music files, that's kind of important that you can select random playback, and this one does it, so I'm happy. Anyway, that's this little player. I just figured I'd show this one to you guys. We've probably spent more time on it than we really needed to, but it's working and it does a great little job. As I say, I got it for free, so I'm not complaining. I'm curious if I plugged a removable hard drive into here, how much it would play. The answer is 0. It will not recognize a portable hard drive. Thanks for watching.